Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 22nd of October. Now, if you are new here, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Take from them what you choose. All I can do is give you the current information that comes through as of today. As we all know here, things can change dramatically sometimes according to, well, I guess the way the world reacts and the things that are being dished out upon us. First off, guys, a little bit of admin here from down under. Please hit those like buttons too, guys, and please feel free to comment down below. It takes me a day or two to get back to you, but I do get there in the end, as long as YouTube gives me your comments, rather. First off, yes, we've got Elbow here down under. He's off to China. He's having a lovely visit with Xi Jinping very soon, and apparently it's all about wine exports from Australia. But I don't know about that, because anytime anyone meets with Xi Jinping, as we know here, it's not a great thing, is it? So I don't know what's going on there, but we know Xi Jinping and Panda is trying to get their little claws into every country. So unfortunately, Elbow's just about to head over there. So maybe it is about the wine. We don't know, but that does sound a little weird, doesn't it? Anyway, Elbow's off on his new project because the yes/no vote, of course, was no. We had a win for the little people here, and the land grab didn't eventuate at the moment anyway. And the other thing here is, yes, our treasurer is discussing how we're probably going to have interest rates again before Christmas here in Australia. Yes, as predicted, and he's coming out and he is blaming, no, what a surprise for us on this channel, he is blaming the Israel conflict, yes, because we know it's going to have an impact on all the finances across the globe, just as we said a few days ago, didn't we, guys? Well, yes, they're already talking about it, so now they're blaming the Israel conflict for the cost of living. There's always something to blame, isn't there, except their own government, which is usually the cause of it, wasting money and spending money left, right and centre on propping other countries up. Example, Ukraine. I know in America you'd be thinking what I'm thinking. Our leaders are very good at doing that, aren't they? Supporting other countries. Even Trudeau is in Canada, isn't he? They all spend money in other countries but don't help their own countries. I've had this tickle in my throat, guys. Have you had that? Let me know if any of you had it. It's that scratchy tickles back again in my throat. I'm not sick or anything. It's just this, and we know the voice, how important our voices are, but I have had this little irritation, and it's driving me crazy. I can't get rid of it. I'm on the vitamin D and all that, but I'm not sick. It's weird. A little bit of jammed up throat. And it's funny though, saying that, guys, and I know you guys are probably the same. I was thinking about it before, actually. I was watching something on YouTube. It was just a crime channel, because I like watching crime things. And they were talking about conspiracy. The word conspiracy come up and I got really triggered. I could feel my throat jam up. Maybe that was something to do with it. I'm not sure. But I have been thinking a lot lately of, I really get frustrated and annoyed still. I'm sure you guys do too, about being called conspiracy theorists. It really irks me because we are the BS detectors, because we call out the BS and the garbage and the lies that's currently going on around the globe. And we know they're not conspiracies. They're not conspiracies. But sadly, when people label you, it's like you get stuck. Well, we kind of do get stuck, don't we, guys? I'm just seeing us on this treadmill. It's called the conspiracy treadmill. And every time that we say something, people just put us into the conspiracy category of the, you know, I always say it, flat earthers, tinfoil hat wearers, all of the above. Oh, none of that's true. You know, these people who have been denying things for, what, 4.5 years probably. I don't even know how long it is. It feels like we've been in this cycle for a very long time. But I just still get frustrated, and I do get triggered by that word. Let me know what you guys feel, but I do get a bit frustrated by it. I feel like it's always a word that's used to just shut us up, and it frustrates the hell out of me. And my throat does get a little jammed, guys. So let me know if you guys are experiencing any of these things too. Because the fact that all these things are coming to fruition and they actually aren't conspiracies, I just find it weird that everything still gets put into that category when really it's like there's no such thing to me. Because all it is people's different viewpoints. There's nothing wrong with having our own viewpoints, is there? Like, and we often talk about that here, that maybe there are two realities. And we're living in a very different reality because we see things very, very clearly and very differently. And we see a lot of the things before they happen. We have this, if you're on my channel, you pretty much have very good intuition, gut feeling, senses. You just have this knowing, and you're very aware of a lot of things that are being dished out to us little people, peasants and Lego people, I call it. All right, let's get back into the reading, guys. I'm getting actually, and some of you out there might be twin flames, I'm getting the twin flame journey is very real. The starseed journey is very real. I don't know a lot about these areas, guys, but we have been getting touched on a lot of this. Is it Pleiadians that they're saying to me? A different species. I don't know. I'm just telling you whatever the guides say. I know it sounds way far out there and crazy, but, you know, we don't know, do we? Are we living in a giant simulation? We don't know. We don't know. But there is some strange crap going on at the moment, isn't there? You know, what's real, what isn't real. Some things feel real, some things don't feel real. Example, India landing on the moon sort of didn't feel real to a lot of us. Maybe to some people in a different reality that seemed very real. I'm sure for the people in India, a lot of them probably thought, wow, that's incredible. You know, we don't know. Everyone views things differently. See, we're all seeing things from a different perspective. And on this channel, guys, we always talk about, and the guides always put us on a higher perspective. Admittedly, we're probably moving into that 5D realm where we're really opening up our senses and we're really awakened. But we see things from a higher perspective. It's like we're looking down on things. I guess you could say it's almost like, I suppose you could say it when people have that outer body experience, which some people have experienced out there. I know some of you have shared that with me. It's like looking at yourself or looking at everything from above. It's like an outer body experience where you're like high up in the clouds. We often get the eagle energy flying from above. We often get the mountain, looking from the mountain, getting a very good view. The guides always give us that Josh Groban song. They raise us up so we can stand on mountains. So we're safe and protected, and we're looking from afar with our like binoculars. We often get that, guys, as well. So that's kind of why it's like there are different realities, because we're all looking at things from a different perspective. And if you think of the 3D, I think of that, for example, looking at things from ground level. You're only seeing one perspective. It's like, you know, when we talk here about the government elites and all that dishing out all and coming towards us with a lot of the, for example, the reset, it's like we're on the mountain and we can see all that coming, but the little people down below can't see that coming because they're only down here on the ground. They're not seeing what's coming towards them. That's an example of the way that we, as awakened people, which you are if you're watching my channel, you've shifted into a higher consciousness, vibration, frequency, so you can pick things up more. It's like I talked about yesterday, the antenna, our antenna are picking up signals in much wider now and much quicker, I would say, the speed. We're probably faster than the 5G network because I find that very ordinary. Sometimes my iPad and that doesn't even work. So much for, you know, improving all the speed of everything. You really do have to wonder what the 5G network really is there for, don't you, sometimes? Is it a frequency that's going to perhaps pick up the microchips they're going to plant in everyone's brains, according to Elon Musk? What's his thing called? X? I don't even know. I can't keep up with all the changes. Who knows? But anyway. All right, let's keep going. getting England, London. I got you guys yesterday about these Israel pro-Palestine marches are going to be big. You must have a big population, and I got that song London calling on the rest of the world. I do feel like you're still, England, London is calling on the rest of the world to get behind and stop these atrocities. I'm still getting that. You guys are going to really try and reach out to the rest of the world to stop these atrocities. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry guys, spring. Because you've got a big platform. I feel like you're gonna have a big voice around this going forward. That's what I'm getting. You're calling on that rest of the world, so I'm still getting that. England, London, UK perhaps. Sorry guys, hay fever. I don't get too much hay fever, but I do sneeze a lot in spring. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting this awful visual now, guys. Oh, this is awful. Oh my God. It's showing me like zombies. It's showing me people like wandering the streets, homeless. I'm getting particularly America. It's showing me more America. I think it's globally. It's more America. You've got a massive homeless problem that is really on the rise. I know you've always had a massive homeless problem. You've got your tent cities and is it Skid Row and all that kind of thing. But now I feel like it's even worse. Oh, and we know why. Oh my God. Biden opened the gates to Mexico. And you've got a huge immigrant problem. So there's lack of housing, lack of funding, and also now massive, and we've been talking about it for months, drug problems. Cartels come in and he's taking over areas in America. We know they are. It's not even hidden. Oh my God, why did he do that? I don't understand. But anyway, I'm getting like people walking around the streets like zombies now, because you think about it, the cost of living and the way people are having to fall, and this could be coming too, that it's going to get worse. I do believe we've got this in 2024. There's still a real financial crisis right through 2024. People losing their houses, people are losing their jobs. We know small businesses are going belly up over and over. That means people are losing everything they've invested. There's a lot of real trauma coming. This is in 2024, and I'm just seeing people like, it's showing me like people walking along with like a paper bag and an alcohol bottle in it sort of thing. You know, that real down and out, don't even care if you live past tomorrow kind of thing. That's what I'm getting in America. That is a really on the rise now. The homelessness, the addictions. Oh, it's going to become a huge thing, which of course would also mean crime will be on. Oh God, it sounds so negative, doesn't it? Sorry, guys. It's not in all parts. Remember, it's not in all parts. There's going to be specific areas that this is going to happen to. And crime will, of course, be on the increase, because people have to get a quick buck. And it could even be more house robberies and just trying to get cash, you know, cars broken into, just that sort of thing, just to get quick cash. Oh God, Biden, what has he done to your country? Oh my God. But give all the money away. Yes, give the money to Israel, as we know. Like, oh, seriously, that has to be rubbing you guys up the wrong way for living over there. I can't even imagine how America's even tolerating this. I bet you can't wait to come to the vote. Oh, when is that, guys? It's got to, God help if it happens, and let's hope it's not rigged like perhaps it was last time, which we all think it might have been, don't we? All right, let's keep going. Sorry about that. I'd like to bring you some good news in America, but unfortunately, Biden's... God, the word I'm getting, I'm not going to use that word. Give me another word. Oh, they're being polite now. They're saying completely ruined America. Completely ruined. They gave me swear words and I didn't want to say them. It was pretty horrible. Completely ruined. That's the polite version. Oh, the gods are funny, aren't they? keep getting Hawaii, guys. I keep getting the Hawaii Maui. And they're still giving me the Hawaii 5-0 detective show or whatever. It's These little people in Hawaii Maui are onto it. They're doing their detective work. I keep saying it. I've had it for like 3 days running. So I just have to share it with you guys because they are on it. They're not letting this go. Oh, this is so good because it was an abnormal event that wasn't global warming, climate change, as we all know here. It was all suspicious and controlled by government elites, and the people know it. This is so good. Oh, I hope they do something. I really think, you know what I think? I think they're going to try and reach out to the rest of the world to let them know about the corruption. I do, because I think they know the internal systems aren't going to support them, meaning the local police force, as we know, who block the roads and wouldn't let people drive through, and their mayors and governments and all this kind of thing, who are all getting their little kickbacks and payouts and all that. They're going to go above and beyond, I feel, the people in Hawaii. They're going to reach out to the global stage. Oh, this is so good. To let other people know that some of these things going on, which most of us know here, aren't natural disasters. They're quite planned disasters, as we often think on this channel, don't we? So I feel they're going to try and really get that word out now to other people, because they don't want this happening to anyone else. They're quite caring people, the people in Hawaii. They're not just absorbed with their own dramas and all that. They actually feel like they want to let the rest of the world know what the hell is going on here. They're going to make a brave stance. I am getting that. It's the 3rd time I've got them in 3 days. So there's something going on with the little people. It's so brilliant. Oh, I hope they really come together en masse and stay strong. So we might hear something filter down. Might take a few months. It might even take till after Christmas, because it's kind of a strange time, Christmas for everybody, isn't it? And then I reckon it'll be full steam ahead next year. We're going to get a lot of info coming out. We're going to see a lot of, I reckon we're going to get, maybe not on SpewTube, but we're going to get a lot of interviews coming out around what happened to the little people. They want to tell their stories. Oh, they're showing me there might even be a book. Not the book that the stupid, who's that guy that wrote the Maui disaster book that came out like a day after it happened? Remember that? Wasn't that the dodgiest thing you've ever heard of? Did anyone look in that book? I'd love to know what was in it. No, this is actually a book about the real stories and what happened to the people. And they're showing me like a heap of full-page photos. I think someone's working on a book, a beautiful book. And it's going to be the people telling their stories. And it's like, I feel like a lot of the donation's going to go to the people of Maui to help them to recover, as in their human spirit, help them rebuild their lives, even if it is back in Hawaii, on the other islands. I am seeing this book. I'm just trying to get the heading. It's saying like Maui and the fires that were, or Maui and the hidden truth. It's something like that. Oh, and that's how they're going to get it out to the world, I think, via this book, because they don't want their stories to be unheard. See, there was a lot of loss of life in that too. A loss of everything. Interesting. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens. Perhaps next year, maybe even the year after. It could be towards the end of next year that book may come out. We'll just have to look out for it. Oh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I hope someone got some photos of the dodgy poles falling down and different things. But like I said, unfortunately, a lot of the evidence has been bulldozed away. Oh, yeah, get rid of that. Nothing to see here. All gone. Government just wiping their hands of it, the usual corruption. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, I'm getting Scotland. I'm getting Scotland the Brave. We always get the Braveheart energy here, don't we, guys, for us on this channel. The Mel Gibson Braveheart movie image of him holding his sword and shield and protecting himself. But I'm getting Scotland the Brave. People are coming together in Scotland. You guys are very, very brave over there. You are. That's why we get the Braveheart energy. You've got very brave hearts. And this is at the core of your being. It's deep, deep down inside of you. I feel you guys are coming together to to stand up against your government. This is good. I feel that there's a lot of things that you guys don't want as well, that these, the leaders are pushing. They're pushing, and the people don't like it. So I do feel like Scotland, I'm getting Scotland the Brave. And I'm actually getting like these visuals of people in kilts and the tartan and the clans. My previous name was a Campbell, so I can actually say that. McCampbell. Is that what you say? Campbell. That was my maiden name. And now I feel like all the clans are coming together. You know how I think sometimes clans were very separated, weren't they, in Scotland? If I think of movies like, I know it doesn't make sense, like Outlander or something like that, Jamie and Outlander and all that, they all came from different clans. I'm just relating it to that on Netflix. But there's different clans, and you always were strong in your own clans. But I feel like in Scotland, all the clans are coming together to get on the one page. And this is a good thing. That means people are coming together despite, I guess their old biases, their separative, I guess religions, different things like that sort of fall under these categories. But I do feel in Scotland that you guys are really coming together en masse now. Everyone's putting everything aside, the clans, because there's a bigger issue at stake here. It's freedom. They can take our lives, but they won't take our freedom. I'm getting that for you in Scotland. Cheers, Scotland. We've got the Braveheart energy really happening in Scotland, and that could be coming as well. I feel it's peaceful though. I don't feel like if you protest or you stand up against your government, I don't feel it's ever out of control, because you guys have this very strong energy that you emit, and it causes the government to get a bit wobbly on their feet. So know that, guys, your energy has a lot of impact. It's like your energy has a real push against government. Fingers, you stand up, guys, over there. All right, let's keep going. I'll see if there's one more thing, and then we'll pull some cards, guys. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I'm getting that Michael Jackson song. I mean, I'm not saying he's perfect. We don't know. See, at the end of the day, none of us know what the truths are, do we, basically? We all have our own judgment of the situation. But yesterday I finished the video with that song, Heal the World. Now, it's such a beautiful song. But the guys are actually saying to me that Michael Jackson actually knew a lot of what was going on. He was quite an aware person. I know he did have a lot of facial surgery. We all know that. But there's songs that he wrote. That song he wrote I got the other day about They Don't Really Care About Us was about government. They don't really care about us. If you listen to a lot of the words of his songs, he planted a lot of seeds. This is what the guides are saying. I mean, this is irrelevant. Whatever he did in his personal life is irrelevant to the music and the things I'm talking about here. Oh, God, he was a brilliant dancer too. No one can take that away from him. I saw him live in concert in Brisbane when I was younger, and everyone came out just gobsmacked at his dancing. To see him dance live on stage was just breathtaking. I've never seen anyone like him. He was a one-of, wasn't he? He was truly gifted and a great music songwriter. But the guides are saying he actually had a lot of a clue what was going on, and he was also a bit of a target. They're saying that people didn't like the things he was, the seeds he was planting in his songs, the things he was writing about, and he was a target as well. You never know, do you? You never know what goes on. I mean, we'll never know. But his music, if you listen to a lot of the words in his songs, yesterday I got that song Stranger in Moscow by him, which we've not had here ever, I don't think, on this channel, have we? And when you watch that film clip, it's like, I watched it yesterday, I got on and watched it, it's that black and white film clip, Stranger in Moscow. And if anything, it's about all people feeling lonely in a very big city. And it just reminded me a lot of the journey that we've been through. Like, there was a time during the last 4 years where I would say most of you here on my channel have felt quite alone. A lot of our friends and families turned our back on us. And then we sort of became, I guess you could say, we became recluses, really. for our own safety as well, to protect our energy. But that video clip, you know, you've got the homeless man, you've got the lady in the cafe. There was this loneliness in that film clip, and I think that's how probably Michael Jackson felt as well at the time he probably wrote that song. He probably felt different and he never fitted in, because he really didn't, did he? So it just reminded me of sort of the journey that we've gone through. So go check out that film clip if you haven't, guys. It's just interesting. I mean, fortunately, we've all found each other here, and we've sort of vibrated now into who we really are, and we've drawn different people into our life. I've got a very different little handful of friends now who are all awake. I've got you guys here. Hopefully you guys see me like that as well. We're all connected souls now on this channel. We call it Terra-Bella, guys, which is our new earth that we're living in. We all share the Terra-Bella experience, and it's really beautiful. But that film clip does remind me of that a lot, of the times that we went through. And they're saying that Michael Jackson did plant a lot of seeds. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder. He did, though. That song, They Don't Really Care About Us, has some very strong words in it as well. How about we pull some cards, guys? It's very interesting, isn't it? We'll pull a couple of Whispering Woods today and see what we get. These are my nature cards. We're really into nature here. If you're new here on my channel, a lot of us spend a lot of time in nature, in different forms. Some go camping, some we just do a lot of gardening. I've got heaps of indoor plants. That's another way of, I've got nature in my house. We all enjoy, I guess you could say it's the real world. The real world. Plant a tree, remember? Plant a tree, not plant an algae pond in the middle of the city. Resilient. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. And evergreen trees, we've had this before, are very resilient because they can protect themselves all winter. They don't have to lose their leaves. And they're also strong. They don't blow over in the wind. I live in a very harsh climate, for example. And evergreens are just green all year round, even in the minus, as you'd find that in Canada and Sweden, probably where you are, Martin. The temperatures can get really cold. And they just look green all year round. They're very tough. Adventure, live wild and free. And of course, I've got to get the song. Oh, thinking about the lonely years. We were young and wild and free. Hold me now, oh, love will lie away. That's all that I need, lying here in your arms. What's that song? Is that Bryan Adams? We're in heaven. There you go, we're in heaven. Sorry, it takes me a while to get to the song. Alive and free. Wild and free. We're young and wild and free. We were once, weren't we? We all were. Friends. Most unlikely friendships can form. Like variegated lichens on hard rock, they create a tight bond. Again, friendships. See, we've changed. Most of us here have probably completely changed our friendship circles, I would say. And it's a special bond. It goes together. It goes together. Like the lichen, what does it say? The lichen on hard rock. Happiness. Let's pull up a couple of happiness cards. We need a bit of happiness, don't we? Oh, we're always looking for happiness, aren't we, guys? Let's see what we get. Oh, this jumped out. Connect, call a dear friend or loved one. Actually, I got to call my mum today. That reminds me. I tried yesterday and she wasn't home. So you can reach out too. That's what the message. You don't have to wait for other people to call out. Or see, people don't call enough either, do they? It's all texting and all that now. It's a bit of a flop, isn't it, really? Play. Give yourself permission to be a child today. Oh, I've got paint on my hands. I ended up painting yesterday, guys. I'll hold it down there. We always talk about the childlike energy, seeing everything through a child's eyes, like we're seeing it for the first time, you know. We talk about that all the time here. Oh, this is a different one. Look, I don't think we've had this one before. Acknowledge. Focus on things that bring you joy. It's so important, isn't it? We talk about that, which again is to do with creativity, following your passions, the things that make you feel alive inside. And also that's a good way to distract your mind. This morning I could feel a little bit of anxiety in my chest, guys. And I had to just stop myself and like breathe through it because I could feel it just rising up. I don't know what's going on, and it could be just the shifts that are going on everywhere, but I got a little bit anxious, and I think I was thinking, how am I going to do everything today? You know how you get Sunday and you got your like list of jobs in, because my knee's been really bad, as a lot of you guys know out there as well with our ailments, because a lot of you are suffering too. It slows you right down, but then you have to kind of come to an acceptance of that too, that you can't do the zillions of things you would normally do. You've just got to take it one step at a time. Even with the ladder yesterday, I just went one step at a time and then brought the other leg up and did one step and then brought the other leg up, my bad leg. And it just took me ages to do it, but I still did it, and I felt like I achieved something rather than sitting there being sorry for myself, woe is me. I still managed to make some inroads. So I think that's what they're kind of saying with that. Just do what brings you joy, but do it at the capacity, obviously, that you can. Don't overdo it. Let me see if there's something to finish off with today. Hang on, guys. Oh, I'm getting this song. I think is it by the Beach Boys? Beach baby, give me a hand, give me something that I can remember. What's that song, Beach Baby? Last night actually it was funny because I saw there's this new combi van out. You know, is it combi vans? What do they call those VW combi vans? The surf and safari ones. Remember ages ago, guys, they said we were all off on a road trip one time when we all went on a road trip down the beach coast like the Beach Boys. Remember, I got that ages ago. And last night they showed on the news they've got these new EV ones. They're electric. And they were over $100,000. Like, who could even afford it anyway? Absolutely, they look very cool. But I'm getting that song Beach Baby. Is it by the Beach Boys? I think it is. Oh, God. I'm just getting that song for some reason, probably because I saw those. There you go. That's what you got to manifest today. A VW, one of those surf and safari combi vans. Is it combi van? It's got to be like a blue and white or a green and white one. Hang on a sec. See, that's being wild and free. That's what they're saying to me. It's like the surf and safari, like wild and free, childlike energy. The simple life, you know, that's why they're giving me those images, guys. We're off on our surf and safari again. Hang on. Yeah, and of course I got to get that song again, California Girls. What's going on in California? We know there's always been a lot going on in California. It's popped up a lot here on my channel. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that song today. I wish they all could be California girls. I wish they all could be California girls. If you don't know that song, guys, look it up. If you're too young here, that's a bit of an old song as well. All right, I'm going to leave you with that wild and free energy of the surf and safari today. Go and find your combi van, guys. I think we've had that one before. I don't think you'll see too many of the EV ones. I don't think anyone can afford to buy them. Same old. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll come and talk to you tomorrow. Like buttons. Please subscribe if you'd like to, and comment down below, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.